Welcome back. WeArEuS, and this, though it's a little messy, a little sticky, and most certainly a little icky, this is Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. Now, in the previous episode, we are responsible for all of the violence, well, the signs of violence you see here before us. I rested. I also took care of, as you can see, everyone's levels, because why the frick not? There was also an update that changed some things, fixed some other things. I do want to test this though. Oh, I could still target Mr. Ed. They said they disabled the ability to select mounts because it was getting in the way of, as you can see here. Oh, this might... I'm playing on GeForce Now, so maybe the update hasn't actually landed here just yet. But they haven't updated their version that we're playing off of. Regardless, that is part of the update, so that's going to be something we need to keep an eye on in the future. Because I like selecting Mr. Ed to give him buffs. Also, speaking of buffs, we need to go. Because time's a wasting on the ones we have active. In the visage of the ghoul before you, one can barely recognize the Honorable Vasily Rathmus, the regimental cleric. His fuzzy gray beard is gone, along with his other hair, and his once lively face has grown gaunt and livid. The skull of the old cleric is cracked open, and whitish larvae wriggle inside, but this seems not to bother him at all. Heretics! Dirty slaves of false gods! And the cleric paces up and down before the desecrated altar on which an unholy symbol of Cabriri has been drawn. A group of ghouls have brought the soldiers to kneel before him. Renounce your idols. Bow down before him who gnaws, or you shall be sacrificed upon his altar. No, never. Holy Iomide, hear me now. I will gladly die before I renounce you. He took out his hand and with it bit the crusader on the face. A sacrifice! And the old man's claws sink into the soldier's body. Shuddering in pain, the latter whispers a prayer through his teeth. Well, who will be the first to taste flesh? Who will take Cabriri's communion? I will. A pale woman looks at the cleric. Her eyes are glassy with madness. I renounce Sarenrai. Hail to Cabriri. I will do anything you say. Cowardice and treachery. This is what happens when an army lacks discipline. I beg to differ, Paralector. I believe your order's training is underpinned by the belief that the soldier should fear his commander more than any enemy. But I ask you, what hideous specimens must you have as officers to ensure your rank and file fear them more than something like this, for instance? Even you are less horrifying than a walking corpse with worms wriggling around in its cracked skull. You are wrong, Count. You think I'm less horrifying because you've never been trained by me. If you like, I can arrange a session for you. I am open to experiencing life in all its variety, but in this I prefer to cleave to my ignorance. Oh, right, we can't do that anyway, so that's good. So we've got diplomacy and lawful, which we will never do because, well, that's just not who Morrow is. And this one is our way home. Warriors, remember that your spirit is free. No demon worshipper has the right to give you orders. Ooh, we failed. Apparently it was too much, because horror, despair, and confusion paint the bloody faces of the soldiers. Their eyes shift between you and Vicily. Suddenly, a figure in simple armor appears from the shadows that fill the church. Fear not, warriors! It is time for darkness to yield!
They will break against our resolve.
Oh. And because we brought her and convinced her to actually stay, well, that guy died. But, you know, he was going to be undead anyway. The least we can do... let's see. The worst one. He can't get to him, right? Yeah, he's way too far. I don't even think he's going to be able to get this shot. So, best we can do is guarantee that this lands. He's level 8, 90 hit points. He's permanently flat-footed, so he's always going to be suffering from sneak attacks. Well, sneak attack damage. And then this. Hit him for 47 damage. Nice. They shouldn't be able to travel this far. But I'd also rather not risk it. So, instead of that, he's going to... Archon? Everyone already has Blessing, right? Yeah. So we'll use Archon Aura. These guys are going to die, but at least they'll die human. I am also super eager to see Regil. Oh, yeah, and then there's her. Transformed Rathamus. I don't really want Regil to go all the way in there, but... could get him in there with... Nope. Does not have a clear line of sight. This one he does, though. See, the problem is if I put him in there and he gets paralyzed, well, then what was it all for? Also, why in the world is she all the way back there? Anyway, let's do something stupid. Also, he dealt 52 damage to that ghoul. Can Nenio get in there? Let's move her up as far as we can. And then play it by ear. What if we use Shadow Conjuration? That'll blind everything in the area, assuming it actually works. They're all undead, so that's no good. You know, I've tried casting this before just as a test, and it doesn't seem to work. This would probably be better. It would keep every one of them away from... what is his name? Presuming that it actually works. That should keep the last group. What is the point of any of this then? Just sadness. This will hit enemies and allies alike. Not to worry, we don't have any more allies other than the Queen in there and Regil, who I forgot was there as well. Well, that's a lot fewer of them to go around. What to do? No. Wait. Maybe we have a potion of Feather Step to get Seela in here. Potion of Feather Step, Feather Step, Feather Step. This is Mage Armor, Shield of Faith. Yep, resist acid. That's Feather Step. Feather Step wouldn't... No, what I'm looking for is something else. So what we're looking to do is get in here. How much health is left on these guys? You.
The light take you!
Okay. I was expecting, well, the idea was if we got stuck by the webs, we'd still be in range to be able to cast this and probably take a few of them out. You tried to do something stupid. Shame on you. Is he in range to actually get all of these shots off? Yeah, he wouldn't have to move more than 5 feet, so that's fine. Whew. There is someone with a mass feather step, or no, mass freedom of movement, and that is Morrow, who does not get his turn anytime soon. That is fair. Okay, so what do we have? There's the Ghoul Stalker, but Regil also can't actually move. Because he's webbed like he's trash. Good news. Well, there's no real reason for me to waste any more spells aside from, well, Old Faithful. Actually, it missed. Gross. Well, she almost caught Ghoul Fever. We don't like those. That's actually a pretty good area. Also, it's Feather Step that he has mass targeting for. I thought it was freedom of movement. I wanted him to have freedom of movement. Okay. Since they're zombies, they can't be affected by, well, mind-altering stuff. So, we'll just do this. 25. That guy is kind of tanky.
Into the fray.
Who slowed her? I have no idea what caused her to become slowed. Or Mr. Red, anyway. Slow isn't that bad, is it? Huh. Okay, so, you first.
You won't survive me.
Let's see how far we can get Daran in here. And then... I mean, I know I find it terribly interesting to not have a turn.
Retreat is not an option.
Right, okay, so... Guess we could go at it like this. Or... Yeah, that seems like overkill. All according to plan. And just like that. Hey, look, some of them got back up. That guy didn't, though. The queen greets you with a nod as she closely examines her sword. Her lips are pursed and her eyes are burning with rage. This church! I knew it well in its days of grandeur. I remember the voices of 100 warriors soaring through its vaults in a common prayer. I remember the holiness of the rector, the weight of his hand on my forehead when he blessed me before battle. In this very spot I stood with my 3 friends who would not live to see this day. But to see the den of depravity those demons have turned it into, it is almost worse than I can bear. It's almost... that doesn't... Anyway, Daran's eyes widened in astonishment. Simple armor deceived me, but I'd know that voice anywhere. What? The queen stops him with a raised hand. Not now. I'm glad you broke free of your captors. Ha! Galfrey remains subdued, but the question seems to lift her mood a bit. Better than that. I deliberately let them seize me back there at the camp, hoping to quickly find the other prisoners and help them whenever I could. I am a chosen paladin of Iomade. Few demons pose a real threat to me. I took a risk in letting them seize me, but not a great one. It would only have gotten dangerous if the Gargoyle's masters revealed my identity and called in greater demons as reinforcements. Not really a fan of that one, so we should keep moving. Well, then off we must go. I'll get these soldiers to safety. You can stay and clear the area, Commander. Nenio, if you would be so kind, I need to actually add that to here.
Together, we stand.
Oh. Transformed Rathmus. Wow. Anything else of value? That one, this one, that. Should have paused it. Oh, that's my mistake. First things first. Ooh. We have no one to pick the locks. Oh, we can just do this. Still bad. So what you're saying is we're going to have to come back here with someone with trickery. Which we don't actually have. At all. Well.
It went splendidly.
The ritual circle drawn in blood on the floor of the desecrated church. It is covered with the unholy symbols of the Lords of the Abyss. Well then.
Godspeed.
Move. Trying to.
No reason to pause.
The altar exudes the last remains of the holy power that once ruled over this place. Let's see. Oh yeah, we can definitely use that. Give me that juice. The corruption of the abyss retreats in the face of the cleansed relics, sanctified power. And so now, oh yeah, that's really good. I'm happy with that one. I want to do this. The only way... I don't think that actually works like that. Spellbook for Morrow. Yeah, so if he had greater animal aspects, but even then, what is his trickery at? 4, whereas Lan is at 5. I want whatever's in here.
I will help where I can.
What the? Well, I'm not going to break it. I am going to save here, just in case. Go. Down the stairs.
I was never good at stealth, but I'll try.
Well, this is going to be a little awkward. Oh. Oh, that's bad, isn't it? It's a level 14 construct with 107 HP. Since it's not actually... Oh, wow. 10 damage reduction. With exceptions for adamantine. And since it's not alive, it's immune to spells. Oh, that's not good at all. At the very least, there's nothing else in here. Also, what did we pick up? Items. We got the Amulet of Agile Fists. Again, no. What about you? Shield of Magical Retribution. Whenever an enemy hits the wielder of this +2 light shield with any touch attack, melee or ranged, that enemy suffers 2 to 12 force damage. I mean, it's an option, I guess. So this construct is immune to all spells?
We march ahead.
But it can slip. It can be rendered prone. It's got an armor class of 26, and it stays the same even when it's caught flat-footed, but it's got an armor class of 8 to touch attacks. So... Okay, there's a way to deal with this. I can position everyone but Sela and Regil here. And then we can start this off with perhaps a... I don't want to start this off with a spell because it has spell immunity, right? Well, there's Regil. Right there. Good, good, good. Except for
Let
you,
us not hesitate.
who I want to drop a little bit of the greasy stuff here. There appears to be a way to go around here. Let's get another one in just in case. Right there. Its armor class is pretty freaking high, but it has -1 initiative. I guess we'll start this with Old Faithful.
Meditate on your mistakes. Might make you feel better. Endure this!
Okay. Little weird. "17 sneak attack damage." Yeah. So magic is completely out here. And if this guy hits as hard as I expect it to, we are in some trouble. Hold on. What about... She's equipped... This deals... Yeah. It requires a fortitude saving throw with the difficulty class of... What was it? 10? Not good. Versus fortitude of...
The inheritor, guide my blade.
4. Doesn't have any other bonuses to its fortitude either. So it could work. Wait. Your constitution modifier is added to your fortitude saving throws. That could be bad. This is mithril, not adamantine. We'll hold off and see what this guy has in store for us. I know he has a slam attack. Okay. I didn't expect that. Let's move him back. May as well see now if this actually works. Oh, thank goodness. Should try to get him in range. I was hoping to get him in range with the Archon Zora to get some of this guy's armor class reduced.
Make every strike count.
Best we can do here. Wow. This summoning requires a full freaking round. But you can also move that far. Not all of them will fall. You literally only got 2? What a ripoff. Frick, by now I could have sent Sela around and had her knocking this guy around. Force this guy to roll again. These tables should not have the hitboxes that they have. I guess there's nothing else he can actually do. We do have this, but the area that affects is way too large. I don't think this guy is serious enough trouble to warrant using prayer. $36. Okay. Much better. And they're down. Not unexpected. Just disappointing. I wonder if this will actually work. Sort of can't do anything now, huh? Ah, well.
Out of my sight.
Hold on. He is 8 in Oracle. That's why he has an extra attack. And because we branched off into Rowdy Rogue for land, we get these beautiful sneak attacks. Whiffed it.
I will see to your demise.
Target's armor class is 30. Wait. Why is it 30? It's in his natural armor and because he's freaking prone. Which doesn't make sense. He should be more vulnerable because he's... Especially if there's a clear sight line. Nothing I can really do with Benio. If I get rid of the grease, this guy gets up. I can get rid of this one, though. Get them closer to what they need.
Precision and grace.
Well, he crit it. But he can only hit one at a time. Of course, he also didn't have his full round attack available, so there's also that.
The light, take you.
Thought we might be in for one of those. Could have gone for freedom of movement, I realize now. That's my mistake. Speaking of freedom of movement, movement requires touch range. Of course it does. Of course.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Oh. Okay.
I stand ready.
Ooh, I am glad we have 9 casts of grease, because that could have gotten really bad really fast. Are you? No, surely not. Oh, grease left on its own.
Rely on me.
Oh, right. I didn't even have anything worth killing it for. This better be incredible.
A bright future awaits us.
Come on. No dead flies in the cups. The food on the plates turned into a dry grayish mass a long time ago. Well, thankfully we didn't waste too much on that. So where do we go now? Sounds like there's something off to this side. This place is large. Who's got the... I already know. Got the person with the highest trickery is Lan. Wait, no, that's not what we need. It's... Trickery does relate to stealth, right? No. I really don't want him to get caught out, though.
You require my counsel.
Yes. Let's take a look around.
Over there.
Oh, hold on. What do we have here? Zacharias? In case you don't know, I am surprised about Zacharias because he's dead. We have his staff, and we even saw in the previous episode, or the one before that, a vision from back when he last held it. Which stated in no uncertain terms that should he be needed again, he would rise from the dead to lend a hand. That, and I'll just ignore the book. Someone get to the freaking bookcase. On the basis of sin magic. Interesting. Okay.
The waiting is never fun.
Just in case we end up needing it. Let's just get this over with. You see an undead man, dressed in a style popular among the Mendevian Crusaders 100 years ago. Though long decayed, his expensive adornments indicate high status, and the clean and functional cut of his suit places its wearer in a military profession. The undead man sizes you up with a lordly glance. Greetings, Crusader. You have the honor of meeting Zacharias the Lich, the last warden of the newfound sanctuary and master of this place. I sensed you as soon as you stepped through the gates of my stronghold. There is something in your bag that belongs to me. Give me my wand, and as my oath dictates, I shall give you a gift. What's this? Zacharias is an unholy walking corpse. The legendary hero, righteous of the righteous, the man after whom six of my acquaintances from the most pious noble families were named. Oh, I cannot wait to tell everyone about this. Who should I write first? The Honorable Baron Zacharias or the Reverend Abbess Zachariah? Seela grips her weapon and chokes out an oath. A lich? An actual lich? This isn't a laughing matter. We might not get out of this alive. The dark energy coming from the lich draws a response from inside you. A surge of power, similar to what you felt in the bandit cave, suppresses and overwhelms all other feelings and fills you with new sensations. You lose control over your own body for a moment as your hands, as if live on their own, dive into the bag and take Zacharias' wand out. You would swear that it trembles with impatience, like a dog too long away from its beloved master. Ah. Then again, our deity requires that we that we remain chaotic. Right? Pretty sure evil is not cool with Maro's selected deity. I'm going to be honest, I was hoping to be able to turn the wand into a weapon, but, I mean, you know, something I could use, but naturally that makes, of course, no sense. How would I use this? Anyway. You've made yourself a lich while demanding that everyone else revere you as a holy hero. What a marvelous trick. You have my respect. The lich seems confused. For a moment he keeps his silence and then adds with a trembling voice, I could kill you right now for your impudence. But you will play a different role in my plans. Will you give me the wand or continue to waste my time? No. The lich snaps his dry bone fingers impatiently. Do not test me, mortal. I am inevitable. We're going to pretend we didn't notice that. I made an agreement with fate, and it's your honor to play a role in that. If you interfere with my plans, you will not enjoy the consequences. God dang it, I don't want to choose good. We're already very close to ending up chaotic good. I don't want to do that. I have no doubt that I could kill him. Question is, how many times would it take to complete that objective? He's undead, so that would make him easy, but he's also a lich, so not so easy. And I have no idea where his phylactery is. There's no way it would be here, right? Surely it wouldn't. I'm going to give him the wand. My reasoning is very simple for this. I could kill him. It doesn't really matter. I could kill him. But I'm frankly quite curious to see what his objective is. I'm really curious. Because he said, remember, we saw the past. We saw his declaration that if the kingdom needed him again, he would rise to serve it, rise to defend it, to protect it. I want to see if he's going to honor that faded memory. If not, well, I'll kill him. Because why not? Green light shines in the lich's eyes, and his arrogant tone offends the air. So, common sense wins out. How commendable. Otherwise, I should have had to kill you, but I have other plans for you. Accept this, my gift. Had we met under different circumstances, I'd never even consider sharing my power. But my oath obliges me. I, WeArEuS, shall hereby fulfill my vow. A worthy crusader has come and returned my wand to me. Now I may leave this prison, and you shall become my apprentice. For my first order as your master, you must truly show yourself a worthy crusader, or my oath will not be fulfilled, and I am merely wasting my time. Meanwhile, I shall begin my work. I shall reach the very depths of your soul to alter it, ready for eternity. You will not regret that our paths have crossed. Up there you will find the master of this fortress. No Kenneth is expecting you. This demon is so witless he doesn't even suspect I'm here, but he is strong and tiresome. It is high time someone disposed of him. I shall assist you in this, although my own brothers in arms are long dead. Their hatred for the demons is far stronger than death. They will help you kill Nilkeneth. Are you prepared to command the last defenders of the Lost Chapel and purge my fortress of the demon filth? I would rather not. Though I have stepped toward this path, I will deal with this on my own. WeArEuS' voice sounds irritated. You must learn to command them, not vouchsafe their peace. However, it shall be as you wish. Go now, and test your metal what the frick? Go now, and test your metal, apprentice. I have no more time for this. I shall go to the laboratory to contemplate your future. Be ready when next we meet. Yeah, his voice was all over the place, I will admit that. I spent so long contemplating making that decision, but I made it. Great, there wasn't even anything here worth the time. I'm also still wanting to see where the guy's phylactery is. Summons an imp devil familiar. A profane bonus on trickery and stealth checks. Trickery, huh? I've got something for you. You're not going to like it. Where is it? It should be here. Like, right here. Did we not pick it up?
Together we stand.
Move. And curious to see what's... And we're going to go ahead and quick save and then hard save because this is where we're going now. This is the way we're going. I'm not actually going to commit all that heavily to that, but first I do want to see this, and then... Yeah, so it looks like it's gone back down, but we did go with good, so there's that. Also, while I'm thinking about it, check here. The god of alcohol, bravery, and freedom. Domains, chaos, charm, good. I guess I could be whatever then. So long as I still am rooted in chaos. Or chaotic. So, that looks like a trap right there.
That is quite a discovery.
So, there's really no way around this, huh? So be it.
We will win this war. Lead on. I found something.
How in the world did you squeeze past that? That's silly. Well, that is actively worse than I would have expected, but it appears to be having difficulties. Do we have anyone that
Always
has
open to ideas.
Dispel? I'm pretty sure someone has that in their spell book. Dispel, dispel, dispel. I think that was... What is her name? Ember, right. Ember's the one that had Dispel, but I could have sworn someone else had it too. Well, apparently not. So now we've got this cloud sort of sitting on the ceiling. Don't do that.
No reason to pause.
I don't remember what Cloud Kill does, but I'm familiar with the spell itself. Cloud Kill. Doesn't Morrow have something like that? No. No, not yet. Ah, he does have Dispel. But he'd have to rest. Dang. So at least I know I was right about that. What does this do? You know, there wasn't a real reason for me to actually walk into that, seeing as it was super avoidable.
I was never good at stealth, but I'll try. It is no trouble.
She failed a perception check, so yeah. What about you? Get over here.
I will help where I can.
Don't sit in
Should
that.
we proceed? Careful now.
I hate this place. So you can get to it and disarm it, but I thought she was outside of its range.
Rely on me.
So she's only affected by that for another 6 hours.
Tell me, and I'll do it.
So the only other person that we have with trickery is Camellia. But I didn't expect to be running into any trouble related to traps. He also failed a perception check.
I was successful in my search.
Yes, indeed you were.
A bright future awaits us.
Yeah, there's a path beyond it, certainly.
Together, we stand.
Well, okay. So that went about as well as it. Good lord. How many
Welcome your company.
How much restoration does he have? 6? Anytime now. How much more is she missing? Constitution. I think she's fine there. She's still missing 3 levels. Permanent ones too. No. Just for 6 hours. So I could have us rest. Yeah, I think we should rest. So let's make sure that we've got all the spells we want. Yeah, that's fine.
Together we stand.
Kenneber's burned down before I even arrive. What a tragedy. Now my article on the city will be incomplete. One thing you did learn was that the locals don't crumble in the face of danger. They stick together when trouble befalls them. Make sure you write that in your book somewhere. 8 hours. Much better than expected, actually. Sela's... She's looking pretty good now. Owl's wisdom. Let's go ahead and cast that on ourselves again. Morale is still tanking, but nothing I can do about that. So,
Missed me already.
starting with buffs.
Anything new?
I don't think she has anything that she can actually use on others.
Speak with your actions, not your words.
Our turn.
Bonus to dexterity. I thought he had more buffs than that. Anyway, we'll give this one to Mr. Ed.
No reason to pause.
Smile. The world's not ending just yet.
I guess that's sort of it, huh? Okay. We do have the other trap in this direction, huh?
We will win this war.
I will guide us.
Was there a door we missed? Not that I can see.
Your orders, Commander.
Time to do something a little crazy.
By your order.
Yeah, so there's another door this way. Be honest, how many of your buttholes puckered after seeing that? I didn't expect it to go like that. Interesting. Alright. Everyone gather up.
Oh, skip the pleasantries.
Let's see. We'll go with this. Yeah, that's good. That will do.
Godspeed.
So, what were they hiding back here? Undead. Immune to precision damage.
You require my counsel. Wise. Close ranks. You won't survive me.
Oh, they don't take a lot of damage at all. The touch armor class is the same as the normal armor class, so that's a problem. Regil is immune to energy drain, though. That is fascinating. I'm checking their stats to see what it is I can use against them. They're all undead though, so that already tells me plenty. Now, before we actually go ahead and use this, I want you guys to notice this particular spell is bordered in purple. That's because I've applied a meta magic to it, and purple is the color I've designated for debuffs. The particular meta magic we've applied to this is one that allows us to ignore allied targets that are in the area of effect. As long as it's a, damaging spell. Well, I could probably use it on positive spells as well, but why would I? So, I think the wisest course of action is to blind the 4 specters. Assuming I can. What does it need? Will negates. Will negates the blind. They've got a will of 9. They need to roll a 19. Either way, being able to see them would help. Only one of them is actually blind. So we can leave him for now. How long does this last? Lasts 1 minute. I'll leave it for now.
Kneel before me. You are nothing before me.
Alright. That's a damage, alright. He's blind, so we want to ignore him.
Into the frame. I'm done with you.
Why was it immune to the damage Seela was doing? Okay. Precision damage isn't worth anything, so let's not waste any on them.
Endure this.
Oh, we still get the sneak attack bonus. It's damage, alright. Oh, he rolls to remove the blind. That's what happened. That's 1, and the other 2 felt it as well. Good. good.
I'll make short work of this.
Hey, at least he hit him.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Right, I forgot that whole thing about Seela not being able to do damage to it. No, she can. It's Mr. Ed that can't. Huh.
Make every strike count.
Can this end it? Did we just... God dang it. Okay. Stole 2 levels from Mr. Ed. It's temporary, but for how long? Great. 24 hours. Just what we needed. The loop. Jeez. I don't know why it bugs out like that sometimes. No. God dang it. Frick.
Let us press on.
How in the world are we supposed to get to that?
Should we proceed?
Salted meat, grain, wine. Of all the supplies that used to be stored in the barrels, only dust remains. God dang it. Of course we don't have anyone that can actually pick locks with us. We're going to go ahead and assume that lockpick is not lockpick. The pick is garbage. I shouldn't have taken the short spear.
We march ahead.
And there doesn't appear to be anything else of interest here. I like that she left them all behind. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for us. We will be back tomorrow with another episode. I can only hope you guys are looking forward to how things progress from here, given that we may well be on the path to the lich mythic path. I don't know. Maybe not. But we'll see. And so with all that said, we will see you, and maybe even the lich mythic path next time.